Hey guys, Will Terry here, and in this video I'm going to talk about working with a partner, and this is video number 4 in how to make a card game. I've got a playlist going, and so if you haven't seen the first 3 videos, you might want to go back and check those out. And in this one, I'm just going to talk about what it's like to work with a partner, and also show you the Google Docs that we've got set up. And here's the game again that you're looking at right here. And before I get going, I really want to just ask you guys which cover of the game you like best. And so we started with this one, number 1, but we're thinking about moving to number 2 simply because it's the Santa's a bigger image. It's simpler. It might be more eye-catching if it ever is on store shelves, which we really hope it is. But anyway, just kind of wondering what you guys think. I'd love to see in the comments which one you like better, 1 or 2. And with that, let's just dive in. The other thing is I'm making shorter videos right now on this series. I figure as time moves on, people have shorter and shorter attention spans, and it's actually easier for me to make a shorter video as well. So that's kind of what I'm doing. The reason I want to show you the Google Docs, many of you who have already been watching these and watched the first one know that I'm working with a former student of ours at SVS, Anthony Beneke, and we're using Google Docs, and the reason is we can both edit them. And so if you've never used this before, many of you probably already totally aware of it, but these are some of our docs, and I thought I'd just show you some of them, kind of a behind the scenes. Whenever we have kind of a new thing that we're working on, we just kind of get a new Google Doc, and either a Word doc or a spreadsheet. And so if you look at like, let's see, we have some strategies, and so we've kind of gone through and listed those out. And these are strategies for marketing, and so we just kind of write all these things out here, and that way we just kind of have it. Another one is links and logins. So the share links, and so you can see right here, if I want to share a link, like here on YouTube, I've got a link, this link down below. If you guys want to check out our landing page for the game, then I share it, and I can track that I actually shared that, and then I have a personal link right here that I can share on my social media. Anthony has his. We have links for TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And so we just kind of keep those things straight and keep them organized in a spreadsheet. What's another one? Let's see. We have like a video script here. Kickstarter campaign documents. Here's one, FAQs. This is something that the more organized you are, if you go through a process of making a children's book or a game or a graphic novel or whatever it is that you want to make and self-publish, if you'll start in these documents, and you'll cut down so much on your work. So because we're running Facebook ads right now, and we're now up to 7,000 people that have opted in. So 7,000 people, we've had way more than that go to the landing page, but 7,000 of them liked what we're doing enough to give us their email and have opted into our MailChimp. And I'll show you that another time. But basically, they're asking questions. They'll respond. When they go to the landing page and sign up, they get an email, and then it asks them a question. And I think it's really fun to engage. Some people will say, "Oh, you're just asking the question so you can get feedback, so that your mail program will recognize these as good email addresses, and there's back and forth, and so it'll go into more inboxes," and all of that's true. But I actually love interacting with the people, and so we have a question like, what's your favorite thing about Christmas time? What's your favorite thing about playing board games or card games at Christmas? And a lot of them will answer it, and then we get into a dialogue. And then some people, like I just answered one from somebody who their family was like, "It's a scam. Don't fall for it. Don't buy it." And so they're like, "Hey, help me feel like this isn't another Kickstarter scam or something." And so I was like, "Just look me up on Kickstarter. I've had plenty of successful ones, and you can look up my portfolio. I'm a real person." We've had so far we've probably had 5 or 10 comments that have said, I think this is a scam. And I think a lot of people have been scammed online. And my answer to that is, I am sorry that your family member or whoever has been scammed. I have as well. And I think the best way to answer questions on like anything pertaining to our game is as honest as you possibly can be. I mean, like complete transparency. Like you're not, I'm not going to get rich convincing someone to buy my game. So I'm not, my goal is not to, when I answer these questions, and by the way, the questions that I'm answering, I put in FAQs. I answer them actually here on the FAQs first, and then I copy and paste it into the Facebook, either in my inbox or directly on the post, and or on the ad, the response to the ad. My goal is that everyone should be able to read my response and feel good about that response and have it be completely truthful. So if I lose a sale, because if someone says, hey, is this game going to be ready for Christmas? I'm not going to beat around the bush and try to get them to, it might be ready. We're not sure, no, it's not going to be ready for Christmas 2024. That was a conscious decision. We're a small indie startup. We didn't feel like we could get attention for a Christmas game when we would have needed to get it printed in time to send out for this Christmas, which would have been like March of this year, right after Christmas. And so it was a conscious decision to market it now. It will be ready shortly after Christmas, probably a month or two after, and we will send it out as soon as it is. And you can play it any time of year. So that's my response that I give. And that's like, let's see, will it be, this first one right here. Why isn't the game going to be ready for Christmas? And so basically I just answered that there. So anyway, this is another doc that you've got to make. And also these are going to be posted on our Kickstarter. So you'll do the work once and then you just copy paste, because people are going to all ask the same question. So you save yourself tons of time by using docs like this. And then there's like we have like the rules for our cards, what our different action cards do, listed on here, and some alternatives as we're working out exactly what the gameplay is going to be like on this sheet here. This one's not fleshed out too much yet, but this is basically people that are reaching out early that either have stores or they want to buy in bulk, and they're probably not going to see the right tier on Kickstarter. Whatever their issue is, or whenever they want to be contacted, and then we take notes and we'll put those in there. If there's any retailers that want to buy the game but it's not ready yet, we'll keep track of them there. This one's the rules of the game here, and then we're working on a backstory, a really fun backstory for Wicked Christmas, that explains why the characters are all angry. And it's going to be in rhyme, and it's fun, and we're hoping to put that as an add-on in the Kickstarter. That is that's like only for people who back the Kickstarter will get a frameable poster with the artwork from the game and this fun story that people might find fun to post up at Christmas time. And then expenses. So I told you guys I would share expenses here. I've added $25,000 to our to our bank account, and so far we have spent 11,000 of that. Most of that's been on Facebook ads, and that is not going to end anytime soon because the ads are working really, really, really well. The metric that we're working on right now, I guess I'll save that for another video on how to gauge whether your ads are working. We'll do that in another one. And then the last one I wanted to show you guys was our to-do list. And we just basically have tons of stuff, and we just put it in here with a checklist to just basically like, have we done this yet? Have we done that yet? We got to get going on this. And we meet twice a week, and we go through this stuff. And so that's our organization. That's kind of how I am working with Anthony. We'll probably in a future video talk about our partnership, more specifically on like how to form a partnership, legal documents and stuff like that. This stuff is, for artists to me is it's the stuff that I was afraid of, but I feel like if you dive into it, it becomes less and less scary. So like I've had to form multiple LLCs right now, and at first they're scary, and then they're not, and then they're just things you do. And again, kind of talking with you guys that it's no secret, but I mean, like, I'm looking for home run successes right now. I'm not looking for small money, and I'm not doing freelance anymore for two reasons. I've talked about this on the channel before. One is because politically I cannot be hired by the children's book in the children's book world anymore. At least not with the major publishers that I used to work with. I have the wrong skin color, and I have the wrong gender, I've been told. And so have many other people in this industry. It's a sad reality. It is the way it is. I'm sure it makes some people happy. Some people watching this are probably like, finally, Will Terry can't work anymore in the children's book world. And I, in a really weird and ironic way, it hit me, luckily, at the perfect time in my career. I had plenty of resources that I had saved, money that I've saved up, to where I can work on exactly what I want to do. This project is a dream come true, as was Pickleball Paul, as was What They Don't Teach in Art School, and many of the others that I've worked on of my indie projects or self-publishing projects. And I love it. And there's nothing I'd rather be doing right now. Is it really fun to work with a big publisher on a children's book and have it go amazingly, amazingly well? I don't know. I've never had one go amazingly, amazingly well. I've had what I thought was going to be a really good book, which was the Bonaparte Falls Apart series, but that series fell apart, and I have my suspicions on why. But it was showing a lot of promise. It was one of the prominent books at Penguin Random House, actually displayed in the front office, one of like 10 books. But it didn't become a like a moonshot. It was a good book, and I've gotten really good royalties off of it. Great project. So glad that I did it. But yeah, I'm looking to be able to do the kind of projects that I really want to do, and this is definitely one of them. And I love sharing it with you guys, and I really hope to be able to inspire you guys to be able to do the same kind of thing, and hopefully looking at this series and maybe referring to it, even the boring videos like this one. There's going to be a lot more interesting ones in the future. In fact, I think, what is the next one? We're going to take a look at the artwork and like some of the decisions that I made in making the artwork. So check me out on the next one. And until then, I'll see you then.